Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the hops. Now, the last video we did, we cut everything down so that way it could start growing. Now we need to go back, cut the bines off that we don't want, and start training the bines that we do want. Now, hops can grow pretty much 12 inches per day. I have let all mine go over the past 2 weeks just to see how big and bushy they can get. By the little intro that I did, that was my Columbia, and you can tell it's starting to go crazy. We'll check in on the other ones, but go ahead and grab a beer and let's get into this. Okay, as you can see, this is overgrown a little bit, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and get in there and start cutting stuff back. From the preview, you did see the bines are going all the way out. So what we need to do is start training them. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so right now you can see they're growing all over the place. What I like to do is just get rid of these outside ones so we can see what we're dealing with. So I do have a rhizome that's growing out here. So we'll go ahead and cut those first, just so we can get in here, because they're so far out, we're not gonna need them. Then we can start, what I do anyway, is just start working in and see what we want to keep. We can start working in here to see what we want to keep. So these smaller ones, we'll go ahead and cut, if I can get it. Get them out of here. Here's some, let's see where they go. They're going all the way over here. So let's cut this one and get it out. Okay, so we got those cut a little bit. Let's get some more of these outside ones. Pull them out, see what we got here. Here's a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these right off. And let's see what we have now. So these ones right here could actually go here. Now, depending on what you want to do or how much you want to deal with it, you're probably going to want in a single one 2 to 4 bines to grow per time. So you want to find like the healthiest ones that you would want to use, so that way they're healthy and you can train them. I think these are good. I have another good one right here, but it's stuck, so we'll go ahead and cut that one. Cut this one. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this bunch here. There's a couple of them in there, 4. So those are the ones that we're gonna train. So let's go ahead and clean this up, then we'll start training them. Okay, so we've got most of them trained. There is one that's climbing up, and you can see last year's did too. I'm gonna let that one go. So here's our group that we wanna keep. We can get this little one out of here. So now, again, you just wanna go through and trim all the other ones up, because we want most of the nutrients and the plants energy to go to the ones that we want to grow. And if you have all these, well, it's going to send energy to all of them, and we don't want that. So let's go ahead and keep trimming, and then we'll look out a little bit further because we got them running already. Okay, so now that we got most of these cleaned up, again, here's our ones that we want to start. So what we're going to do is we're going to go counterclockwise around your twine. So just take them all, go counterclockwise, let them be, and there you go. One thing, be careful when you are twisting them, like we'll see when we get over to the boxes, because I have let them grow. They're very fragile at this age and they can bend and break easy. So just make sure you take your time, wind them every day, and then you should be good. So I'll show some more about how far these went out and finish cleaning this up, and then we'll move over to the Chinook. So now on this one, we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to cut most of them down and just keep between 2 and 4. But one thing I wanted to show you, like I said, they do like to grow up. So like I said, they do like to grow up. So here's our fence. And if we keep on going, they grow straight up. Now what I'll do with this one is go ahead and hook it to this, and it'll just run all the way down here. And you can see we already have one, hopefully you can see. We already have one that is starting to take on the twine, so we'll just add a couple more to it. Okay, so just like before, what I like doing is starting on the outside of this, cutting these back so that way I can kind of see what's in the center of all of them. Now with this one, what I want to do is I'll grab some of these if I can. This one doesn't look good, but some of these longer ones, so maybe this one. We can get that up here, wrap it like that. Let's get rid of this one. Also, by trimming these back, what you're doing is you're letting that water evaporate too. And I think that's what some of my discolored leaves are. It's so wet, we've had so much rain, it hasn't had time to dry out. So cleaning these up and only keeping the ones you want actually helps the plant too from mildew and other diseases. Okay, so that one's done. I'm gonna leave that back corner right there just for now, because I don't want to get in there. I do have them growing up, and let's just let it go. And if I have to, when they get bigger, I can cut some more down. Okay, so here are my Cascade, and over here is my Centennial. Now, I have to say, these you really have to stay on top of if you're going to use chicken wire like I am. So here's the chicken wire, and you can see these are all grown up in here, and when you pull them, they usually snap off. So these boxes are very important to maintain, keep them out of the chicken wire. I have the chicken wire because of the dogs, so usually what I do is I will unlatch it and pull, and that's what I cut. So as I go, I just cut everything down like this, because this is everything that's on the outside or on the side of the box. So I'm not going to use them anyway. So just go through, and as you pull, you will see where you need to cut. Now some of them will come out the middle, but again, if they're on the outside in here, I really don't care, because I'm going to cut them all back anyway. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. Now we have to find the ones we want to keep. And this thing is getting so big, it will be hard, but we do have a lot, so it shouldn't be that hard if we cut the wrong one to find another one to take its place. So let's go ahead and trim this one up. I think it's best just to take a handful and kind of pull so you can see where they are, and then just cut. Okay, so I've got this area cleaned out some. I've got the ones over there I want to save. So these two, or these couple, I think I'm going to save. So you're going to have to pull them up and just be careful when you cut the other ones around it. But again, like I said, they're all going to produce. So if you do cut the wrong one, there's enough that they are going to grow. Okay, so this box is pretty much finished. I have one going this way, one going that way, one going that way, and a couple coming towards us. This one in the back, I did pick one out, and when I started wrapping it, I saw that the end was bit off, so I do have a smaller one on there. That won't make a big difference in the end, but now it'll be able to get some sun, get that morning dew off, and then hopefully start producing. We can also add to them too, so as new ones come up, we can start wrapping those if we think we want more. As you can see, every single little dot in there is a hop vine. So there's going to be plenty more, so I wouldn't fret about it that much. If you're in your first year or second year, wrap them all, keep them clean, let them go up, let them do what they're going to do. Like I said at the very beginning, these are like weeds. If somebody tells you that they're hard to grow, well, their soil isn't right or something is going on, because all I do is put the manure with the soil mixture down, put one full dose of Miracle-Gro on them every week once they get about 12 inches tall, and then that is it. And as you can see, this one's humongous. I'm probably gonna split it up at the end of the year because I don't want to keep cutting all these. I think this took me about 45 minutes just to cut everything down. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so this is my Centennial. As you can see, it's not as bushy as the Cascade is. I don't know why, but it's a different hop variety, so that's okay with me. So we're going to do the same thing. I've already pulled the fence back. That's why you can see the leaves down here tore off. We'll get some, and that's what we'll use, and we'll go from there. Okay, so that will do it. I will put some pictures up or a video of each one after they're done. So at this point, we want to cut everything back except for the ones we want to grow. We want to start training them clockwise around your twine. And once they get about a foot tall, we're going to add Miracle-Gro 1 full dose per plant every week. Once they start getting flowers, we will stop all fertilization and let them go. So if you have any questions, leave it down below and I will get back to you. Until next time, happy brewing.